welcome back. Josh, your driving instructor here, and today I'm going to talk to you about the hour before the driving test. And this is a very special, important time because people talk about it, but you don't really get to see it until you experience it yourself. So I really wanted to share with you this hour I spent with Josh just before his driving test and have a look at what we actually did when we did it and how it went. And hopefully you, if you are going for your driving test, know what to expect, you know, and that's hopefully going to reduce the nerves even more because you've got a good idea of what you should be doing, what to expect on the day. Now, as I say, people can do some strange things just before the driving test, and it's perfectly normal. Just like Josh here, 3 minutes from the house, and we turn right. For whatever reason, he overturns and he ends up in the middle of the road, which he's never done before. Straight after that, we head for the car park just to do some manoeuvres. Unfortunately, Josh had a moment of fast and furious and decided to try and take the car park in third gear. Didn't go so well. Again, never done this before. We just get stuck in our own heads. And the other thing I try not to do at this point is to try not over-speak, you know, these mistakes. Try not over-talk about them. Yes, discuss them, but don't over-discuss them because they know they've made the mistake. I don't need to dig it in. They know they're overthinking. My most important job at this point is trying to keep the student calm. Calm, collective, it's okay. You're going to be fine. Don't forget to have a look at my online driving courses. It's got everything here and everything I talk about with the driving test. It's helped a lot of people and it could help you too. So we get in the car park, we start doing a few forward bay parks, and we've probably done this 30, 40 times, but of course we're on the test day and we've completely forgotten how to forward bay park. But that's okay, after a couple of tries, of course, we bash it straight in there. I think this is also quite stressful for the driving instructor on the day as well, because you're with this student who you're taking to the driving test. You know, you've taken them because you know they're ready, and suddenly they start doing these crazy things. And you're like, oh my God, what are you doing? Just get the car in the bay. So sometimes you're actually trying to tell yourself to be calm and collective, because obviously it's going to rub off on them if you're not. And it always, to me, you know, shows the power of nerves, really. You know, how we know that we're absolutely perfect 1 second, and the next second we're all over the shop. You know, how does that work? And you can reflect that on nerves of, you know, other parts of our lives. How badly do nerves actually affect us in other areas of our life, as well as driving? You happy?
Yeah.
You look happy with that. Look pretty smug with that one.
Yeah.
Hey, well done, mate. Right, are we ready to move on, or do you want to do it again? You happy? Okay, when you're ready, we'll exit and we'll go left. Next, we move on to the cheeky parallel park. I think we've got our rhythm back at this point. We're all right. We've just forgotten a cheeky shoulder check, but that's okay. We're allowed mistakes. One thing I'm going to say, when you do any manoeuvre, what do you do? And finally, we're finishing the manoeuvres with a cheeky pull-up on the right and reversing, focusing on Josh's observations at this point because I think that's where the lack is. But he's fine, it's all good. And we're heading to the test centre to do a few pullovers on the left. And we've got 5 minutes before we need to go in because you've got to leave. You can get there 10 minutes before, but no more than 10 minutes before. Otherwise, they get a bit aggy. Understandably, because we're going to disturb other people coming back from their test. Yeah, the driving examiners only get 10, 15 minutes for a quick coffee, quick wee. Not long. So yeah, so can't go in the car park any earlier than that. So we pull over, we have a look at a few show me, tell me questions. Some of the tougher ones that are a bit iffy on the .gov website. Do here is yeah, where the car's parked on the left. not like a normal exam. You start off with full marks, yeah? All you've got to do is keep all those marks. When the examiner comes out, are they expecting you to be able to drive?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, this guy can drive. Yeah, you've got your certificate ready, it's waiting, it's all there, set up, all right? All you've got to do is show him that you deserve to keep your 100 marks. Yeah, that's it. Just think, all I need to do is do what I normally do and keep all those marks. You start doing silly things, they take a mark off. Yeah? You haven't got to prove that you can drive, you've just got to show him what he already knows. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So just remember, the glass isn't half full, it's full to the brim. All you got to do is don't spill it, don't spill the milk. Okay?
Yeah.
You got this?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Now we go into the test centre and of course we reverse into the bay. Quick tip for you there, whenever you go for your driving test, always reverse into the bay or drive into a bay that you can drive forward out of. Never forward bay park in the driving test centre, because you don't want the first thing you have to do when you start your driving test is reverse back out of the bay. That, my friends, is very, very stressful.
Well done.
And then we finish off with a quick pep talk. And in case you can't hear it properly, what you've got to remember with the driving test is it's not like a normal exam. You're not going in a hall and you've got to get marks, and each mark you get is going to help you pass your driving test. No. When you go to your driving test, you start off with full marks. The examiner knows that you can drive. They're getting in the car and they're thinking this person can drive. That's why they're getting in the car with you. All you've got to do is keep your full marks. Don't do anything silly so they take a mark off you. Provided you finish that test without losing more than 15 marks or doing anything really stupid, you're going to pass your test. So my point is, the glass isn't half full, the glass isn't half empty, the glass is full to the brim. All you've got to do is keep it that way. Josh, I'm passing your driving test. Let's have a look. Well done, mate, that's fantastic. Were there any moments in the test that you were worried?
I mean, I missed one of the traffic signs at one point.
Did you?
Yeah. I just had to,
So you missed the directions,
Yeah.
and you asked him.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have got a fault for that. That's brilliant. That's good. You listened to what I said. It's
Yeah.
hard to do that. That's really, really good. Brilliant. Anything else?
parallel park.
A bit worried about your parallel
Yeah.
park, were you? Why were you worried about the parallel park?
Just went a bit too close to the curb.
A bit close to the curb.
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't go on the curb?
No.
Oh, that's it then. Perfect. Well done.
Yeah.
You haven't seen how many faults you got?
No.
No, not yet. Well done, mate. You've done really, really well with that. Really. And if you didn't hear me the first time, don't forget to have a look at my online driving course at joshudrivinginstructor.com. I hope this has helped. Let me know in the comments when your driving test is, and I will see you all very soon.